In today's video, we're going to be going over the biggest mistake that I've noticed on hitters, and that is affecting their swing in a very negative way. We're going to be going over on how to fix that issue and how you can become a better hitter when you're at the plate, as long as we're fixing that issue and working on it in practices, so that way when you get into a game, you can see the difference on the field. Like I tell all the hitters I work with, I try to eliminate this issue first things first, because if we're able to eliminate this issue, we can move on to bigger and better things. And that number one issue is dropping your backside before we actually swing. If you're trying to do the high level pattern, that is a different situation, but you still technically don't drop your backside when you're doing HLP. Most hitters love to start here. Everything goes good until we go to swing. So we load, and then once we go to swing, everything drops, and our bat is around here. And then at this point, all we can do is throw our hands at the baseball. So our swing is basically here. My head's already opened up, my hands are already higher than they should be, and it's just set up for a disaster. If we keep popping up, we're given free outs. Like I tell my hitters, a hard hit baseball and a line drive gives you more opportunity at the plate to be successful than a pop-up. A pop-up is technically a free out for the other team, and that's what you want to avoid. So if you keep popping up, you might want to stay tuned for this video. So our goal is technically two steps. It's going to be our load, and then we go. So basically we're here, we get our load, and from here we want to get to the baseball. So if the baseball is middle, I want to be able to get to that baseball as quickly as possible, keeping my head behind the barrel and making sure I see that barrel make contact before I finish my swing. The whole goal is to keep that head behind the barrel, not let your head open up, not let your body open up. If you notice that your hands are high, or this backside of your body is ending low and caving in, then that's when you can tell that your backside is dropping, and that's why you're hitting a lot of pop flies or striking out a lot. And so your focus needs to be, let me keep my head behind my barrel, and let me make sure that I'm getting my hands to the baseball as quickly as possible and explosive as possible. If we do this, you're going to see a huge difference. You're going to really feel the power that you can actually generate when you're actually swinging. I love to compare it to boxing. If I were to punch somebody, the most effective punch is the jab. Why? Because it's quick and it's effective right to the opponent. Now, an uppercut is a very strong hit, but it's something that can be avoided, and the opponent can see a little bit easier than your jab because it's long. Yes, it's powerful, but it's super long and they're able to avoid it. And if we completely miss that, as a boxer, you can possibly get counterpunched and it can go the wrong way for you. So think about your swing as if it was a jab. We want to be quick and effective with it, but we also want it to be explosive. And at the end of the day, the jab, if you're quick enough and you use it correctly, it's going to be effective at the end of the day. So two-step thing, not a three-step process. So when we swing, it's just a load, and from our load we go. Boom, right to the baseball, so that way we can create backspin and create a good swing to hit that baseball and be able to drive the baseball. Keep it simple, don't try to overdo it. If you're struggling and you're really frustrated because all you do is hit pop-ups, you need to make sure that you're applying the correct steps, the correct mechanics to be able to fix this situation. It's something that is a bad habit and has been a bad habit for everybody for years and years and years. Every kid that I work with has this habit of dropping and then trying to go up when we swing, and that's just not going to cut it. It's not going to help you out. It's only going to frustrate you even more than what you should be. So let's simplify things down. You're in your stance. Let's pretend there's a rubber band tied to your hands and with your front foot. And when we load, we're making that pull on that rubber band. So when I'm here, I'm going to load. That's the pull to the rubber band. Then my swing is going to be when I release the rubber band. So I'm in my stance, I load, that's the pull of the rubber band, and then from here is just a swing. So we're getting right to the baseball. I'm going from here, my knob is going right to that baseball, and my head is staying right behind it to be able to release that rubber band correctly. And if I drop, right, if I drop my body, my hands go up, the rubber band's coming loose, and we're having no power behind that barrel and behind that rubber band to be able to shoot it far enough. So if I'm here, I load and I add the drop, that's an extra step to our swing. That's just going to slow us down and is going to take away that power from us. What you want to do is really focus on your balance when you're in your stance, and we want to make sure that we're nice and balanced throughout our whole swing, making sure that we're keeping it nice and easy. So here we load, our body's still balanced here. I get to the baseball, my body's still balanced here, and when I finish, my body is still balanced here. As you can notice, yes, I'm being explosive with the hips, but I'm not caving back. I'm not leaning back, and I'm not dropping my backside to try and make power. You have to let your body flow. You have to trust your legs. You have to trust your hands to follow through and make sure that we're making good contact. So again, we're here. We're going to take our load, and from here, explosive with our hands right after our hips go. Boom. Controlling my hands at all times. We want to stay behind the barrel. I know that situation happens in a blink of an eye, but the more we practice it, the better muscle memory we create, and the better habit that you will create when you're actually at the plate. It's going to take time, so don't get frustrated if you don't get it on your first day going out, focusing behind the barrel, you're swinging and missing and whatnot. Keep working on it, keep trusting it, keep applying it, so that way we stop from dropping and we actually start creating good solid contact, just getting to the baseball. As you can see, that my bat going to the baseball is quicker than if I were to drop and then try and get to the baseball. So basically, if my bat was a pencil, my line is shorter here than it would be here. I'm basically drawing a U if I'm going up. So if I'm dropping my backside and trying to get to the baseball, I'm drawing a U with my bat. So that takes way too long to get to that baseball. And when you're facing faster pitchers, when you get older, high school guys, college guys, we have to be quick. We have to catch up to those 90+ pitches. And the fastball is the easiest thing to hit, but we got to be able to do it correctly. It's just from here, you get your load, that's step one, and our swing, that's step two. It's a two-step system. Don't overthink it. Keep it simple, and I promise you, you're going to see a huge improvement in your swing if you just apply those things. Really think about it, really see what you're able to do when you stay short and explosive, and you don't try to drop your backside to try and overpower your swing. When you try to do too much, you usually do nothing. Keep it simple, take it step by step, and do not get frustrated. The one drill that I want you to try is gonna be very simple. You're just gonna grab a baseball, put it on a tee, and this might seem silly, this might seem like, oh coach, what the heck is wrong with this? Like, I've seen this everywhere, it doesn't work, this and that. Trust me, it works. You're gonna get in your stance, and all we're gonna do is widen out. And we're not gonna load. So there's gonna be absolutely no load. You're gonna start already in your load. And from there, we're just gonna swing. What this does, it takes away the load, and it forces you to use your hips to be able to drive that baseball. Your focus here is gonna be middle. We're not gonna try and overpower. We're just gonna bring that knob right to the baseball, staying behind my barrel, driving it middle. So widen out, I'm already in my load, and from here we're gonna swing, boom, focusing on that bottom seam to drive that baseball and create backspin. I don't want you to try to do too much. I want you to just focus on driving up the middle, explosive with the hips, keeping your head behind the barrel as you swing. Give it a shot. I promise you it's going to take you a long way. It's going to really help you, and you're going to see a huge difference as long as we're really focusing on not dropping our body, not trying to do too much, and not trying to hit home runs. That's going to just make you feel even worse. It's going to overwhelm you, and you're really going to have a difficulty trying to approach that baseball if we keep dropping that backside. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like. Please make sure to comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.